It's finally cold enough to wear a sweater for like 2 days, and then it'll be hot again because, hey, that's Florida.
Sometimes I grow so tired, but I know about one thing I got to do. I ramble on, and now the time is now. Sing my song. I'm going round the world.
Hey internet, it's been a while since I uploaded a video that I actually wanted to upload. You see, there was a hurricane called Hurricane Matthew in October that hit the East Coast, and that's where I live, only worse because I actually live on an island surrounded by water off the coast of Central Florida, and we had a mandatory evacuation, but we did not evacuate. We stayed in our house, and this is what happened. Holes in the roof, which we had to replace in its entirety. We also had to replace the ceiling in 2.5 rooms and replace a portion of the wall in 1 room, and we also had to replace the flooring in 3 rooms and the hallway. And I had to live in a hotel for 3 weeks straight, which is so not as fun as it sounds. And even though it's been almost 2 full months, our house is still not back to normal. Only 1 room has been finished, and the other 2 still need flooring, and then we have to put back everything that we had to move, because we have a lot of crap. And also 2 pieces of furniture were damaged because the ceiling collapsed on top of them, and water was like, and it got all over a chair and a couch, and it was the bestest couch and chair ever. But anyway, we're all alive, and the house is still basically standing, so yay! People in Georgia and North Carolina got it way worse, and I'm grateful nothing too bad happened. Now, getting on to the second part of the video. I've seen a bunch of people making videos reacting to Donald Trump winning the election, and I know it's kind of late, but I decided to make one too, just because I think it'll be a lot different than most people's. So, this is my first time voting ever. I didn't want to vote because I'm kind of not a fan of government, really. I'm a self-proclaimed anarchist, blah, 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 blah. But I wanted the right to complain, and one of my government teachers in high school said, if you didn't vote, you don't have the right to complain. And so, like, I was in the ballot thingy, and with my privacy folder, like in grade school, and I spent like at least 5 minutes staring at the ballot, trying to decide whether to vote for Clinton or Trump. I wanted to vote for Jill Stein, but then I realized that was a wasted vote. So finally, I voted for Trump. Yes, I'm a feminist, pagan, gender fluid, asexual who voted for Trump. The day after the election, I woke up and I heard some people talking on the radio that the guys who were working on our house was listening to, and I heard something that sounded like Trump had won. What? I immediately felt my heart speed up, and I got a feeling kind of like stage fright, and I was like, he won? Seriously? I mean, I know I voted for him and all, but really? He won? How did that happen? So I like came out into the room where the guys were working, and I'm like, Trump won? And they were like, yeah, Trump won, better run before they deport you, and which goes to show how smart they are, seeing as I'm very white and American looking. And I snapped back, I voted for Trump, and they were like, yeah, and I'm like, ugh. And so here's like the reason, and I'm not saying this to sound like an ass or anything, even though I kind of am, but whatever, forget that. The only reason I voted for Trump was because I'm bored. And I knew that Clinton would probably just be more of the same. I want change. And, you know, it probably won't be good change, but it'll be change. Plus, I'm secretly a devil of chaos and conflict, and I like when dangerous and exciting things are going on. And I get that a lot of people are scared, but honestly, I don't know why. I hear that people are, like, going back into the closet and dressing as their assigned gender even if they don't identify as it, and not wearing their hijabs or whatever. Thank a Tumblr post for that little sentence there. But I don't know why. I feel like in a time when you are being oppressed or afraid of being oppressed, you should try even harder to be yourself and to stand up for what you believe in. And my friend made a good point when I told her that if you try to stand up for yourself, you may be knocked down. And they also made the point that you may be knocked down by Trump supporters, who they basically implied were a bunch of shotgun-toting redneck conservatives who will sooner shoot someone than try and understand their point of view. Which I find moderately offensive, considering I'm a little bit of a shotgun-toting redneck, only more of a rifle wielder actually, because shotguns are really loud and they hurt my ears. Anyway, I can understand this perspective, but it honestly makes me want to say, if you're afraid of being shot, then get yourself a gun and take a class and get your concealed weapons permit if you're old enough. Don't just sit back and be scared. Take action if you feel that's necessary, which personally I don't. There are still laws that demand to be followed, so no one should have to worry about being killed, at least not by Americans. ISIS, on the other hand, well, that's another reason I voted for Trump. I thought he would be better for strengthening our military, which is kind of important at a time like this. I don't agree with most of the things Trump has said. I think he's kind of an idiot. But at least he seems true to himself. And I think that people are just kind of tired of all the pussyfooting around, and they need to be politically correct about everything. I know I am. So, that's all I have to say for today, Internet. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.
You dry the dishes, oh so nice.